Alright, let's see if we can wrap up this project in this installment. I got the set working quite well, had the pitch tube reinstalled, and now I'm going through and making final tweaks. I printed out this page from Sam's service info that has information on how to adjust it when it's out in the field, which includes the controls on the back of the set. So what I'm doing right now is tweaking the linearity. I've got things pretty good. There's the settings for vertical linearity and size, and there's a horizontal drive control and horizontal linearity and horizontal width. I'm playing around with those, and some compromise typically on these. Like I've got the vertical pretty good, but it's a little bit taller in the middle than at the top of the bottom. I can play around with swapping the horizontal, the vertical output tube, maybe help that a little bit. But it's really not noticeable when you're watching programming. There's a circle pattern. You can see horizontally, it's a little off to the right, and it's a little too wide, but otherwise the linearity is pretty good. So I can use the width control to cut down on the width, not surprisingly. Drive control also has an effect on width, but I've already got things set pretty well with that. And linearity, I can try tweaking a little bit. It looks like maybe it's a little squished on this, but first I want to shrink the width down before I worry about tweaking the linearity. Let's see some of these other test patterns here, in particular this guy, the bandwidth. That's pretty darn good. No reason for me to try touching up the IF alignment. If you can see stripes way out to the right edge, you get a really good video bandwidth. The sound's coming through pretty good. Just the fine-tuning there. If there is a buzz, they say you can tweak one of the coils to eliminate that. I got the settings squared away, and I'm working on reinstalling the chassis in the cabinet, and man, is this thing a beast. Very well made, very solid construction, and for sure if you're actually going to watch a vintage set, 21-inch screen is a lot better than like a little 7-inch Motorola. However, this thing is heavy. Glad I finally muscled it in there, and things are pretty well lined up. I just popped out the safety glass and bezel so I can clean them. At least that part's easy to do. Just a couple strips, one on either side, and 3 screws. You take those out and the whole assembly just comes right out. The bezel is just some, looks like vacuum formed plastic. There's a little bit of play side to side so you can get it so the screen is in there, centered nicely. Oh, something else. I noticed that the safety glass was kind of loose and rattling. It's because the old mounting material is hardened and come loose. I'm going to get that out of there and get some new strips of this foam material. I think it's like neoprene rubber or something like that. Here's a look at the back. When I got this, it was just a single screw up here holding it on. Well, I put new brass screws all around the perimeter and a sheet metal screw with washer right above the AC cord. Keeps this locked in tight. Now, as far as the antenna terminal goes, when I got it, the original one was broken, and it was what was left was just being held in by a single screw, kind of something just like that. I don't know how this was originally held on. I don't have any photos of what the original might have been. I just see there's 2 holes up here. Whether they're original or not, I do not know, and well, nothing else. So I don't quite know what to attach this to. I don't want to have to be drilling new holes into it, so I might just kind of leave it like this. I'm not sure what the owners are going to do with it. Probably hook it up with one of these guys, or maybe I'll just attach it by a single screw up here. I was thinking maybe if I could get a screw in up here and line this up with a hole down there. I don't know, I'll figure something out. So that's going to be it. This set is all back together. performing nicely. By the mid-50s, a lot of manufacturers had cut corners to maximize profits, but Stromberg really put some money into this set, not only in a very solid cabinet, but a solid design as well, with 4 stages of IF.
The Whitaker place is over here.
Nice, by picture tube.
There hasn't been anybody there for months.
So I'm watching this with a bright sunny day with the blinds open and the lights turned on in here. No trouble watching it. Great sound too. So I hope you enjoyed watching this restoration series on a Stromberg Carlson 21-inch set from about 1955. Oh, and you may notice that I now have my screen completely filling the TV. This is how I had it before, with using the normal settings of my converter box, but if I flip over to zoom, it fills the screen up nicely.